Hey, welcome in, Kraken. Yeah, I think the sculpt's pretty sick. I think it's gonna look really good when I'm done with it. If I don't slip and completely mess up my paint job. Doesn't look like I got paint anywhere I didn't want it. Non-metallic metal gold. This is gonna be swamp. I'm waiting on. I need to order the water effect that I'm gonna use here. I'm gonna use a little bit of the Vallejo like still water, I think it's called, and then I'm gonna use like mud texture from Monument Hobbies, uh, which I can't get really quick, but yeah, the Monument Hobbies like texture paint stuff, but I'm gonna use the like brown earth. I mean, the tree looks swampy. The stuff around the rocks looks swampy. The skulls, and then like the broken tower kind of sinking at an angle, just screams swamp. So that's what I'm gonna go for, is swamp for that. I originally thought I'd cut it off the base, and I'd maybe get some like I don't know, like foam or something, and try to sculpt an extension to this tower. Cut this all off, fill it in with some putty, kind of sculpt it to make it for the tree not to be there, but I'm just not gonna have the time to do that. If I was gonna have more time, I would totally do that, but I got so much stuff going on, I just don't have the time. So the goal is to just paint the miniature to the best that I can. And I already think this is gonna be probably my best non-metallic gold paint job. It's like, here's a previous one, for example. I already think this looks a lot better. I still got to do some refinement and stuff on it, but I still think it's looking yeah, was that the Dominion box? I don't remember what box that was. Was that Dominion? Or was Dominion? See, that's what she's out of. That's what I got her out of, was Dominion box. I have um yeah, so I have the Stormcast that came in there. I've also got the orcs that came in that box, which I really need to paint as well because they're kind of cool looking too. So what I've decided to do with the wings, I don't know. This part is going to be more what it looks like, but I think I'm going to go with. I still got to finish the darker parts of the wing here up. Well, I shouldn't say darker parts. The browner parts and the red parts of the wing. But I think once they're done, they're going to fit something like so. I think they're going to look really cool. I didn't want to go generic either. Like, a lot of people just do like a white and blue like angel wing, which makes sense. Which makes sense for the character, but I wanted something that visually stood out. So I think once I've got this part done, the main miniature mostly painted, to where I can work on the wings and be ready to glue the wings on, I think then I could start finishing touches, get everything dialed in how I want it. It's shaping up to probably be the best miniature I've painted, which is why I waited so long to paint this one. I just didn't feel I could do it justice. And being that this will be, if I get to go, fingers crossed. I've got the hotel booked, the money set aside for that, the money set aside for the drive. If everything goes to plan, this will be entered in Golden Demon in March, in Milwaukee. That is as long as everything goes to plan, which very seldom happens. About 5.5 hours, and that and the walking around are what are making me a little nervous right now. So I had foot surgery in July because I was dealing with my foot felt like somebody's holding a lighter to it. We thought we had it figured out, so I had surgery. And I spent until November 3rd kind of on a slow recovery road, and I was doing really well. It wasn't bothering me anymore. The feeling of a rock in my shoe was gone, the pain was gone, other than just some tightness from the surgery. Like tightness in the muscles and tightness in the joints from not moving it for a while. The pain was gone. So the doctor and I agreed it was time to go back to work. So I went back to work, and about 2.5 weeks ago, so about a week into working, half days, everything has come back. It's not constant anymore. Like, it's not all the time. It gradually gets worse throughout the day, and it's really only when I walk, or if I am sitting on it, or I have weight on it funny, then it bothers me. So there was an improvement, it just was not the improvement we were looking for. So I don't know if I could walk the distance from my hotel to the convention center, and then I don't know if I got there if I could walk around the convention center, as everything is currently. I see a specialist on the 16th, and I'm really hoping that we can get this taken care of, because I would like to be at Adepticon. I probably just shared way too much. I'm bad about that sometimes, but I'm really wanting to be at Adepticon this year. I had a lot of fun last year, and I would like to be there again. But it pretty much just comes down to what goes on between now and the last week of March. Which is how long I have to work on this, so I should have plenty of time to get it dialed in and get it really looking cool. And if I have time, I may pull out one of the orcs or a few of these smaller orcs and do them as like the small unit entry. Or do something from like 40k. Oh no, you don't. You're not starting an ad only 30 minutes in. Snooze. Oh, it's literally 35 minutes in. I may paint, like I started toying around with some Black Templars. I may paint this one and enter it in like the small miniature category. But I gotta do some more messing around trying to figure out the copper non-metallic. It doesn't quite read right. I don't know if I need to break it up more here. But I'm fairly new to the non-metallic metal stuff. And I'm still kind of feeling my way through it. The class I had with Tim Marsh last year really helped. Now it's more just putting what I learned into practice. Of course, right as I sit down to do this, my nose is going to start running. I forgot to mute my phone again. Been a while since I streamed. Well, since I stream miniature painting anyway, I've streamed some Helldivers. I streamed some Star Citizen a couple weeks, like the last couple weeks. They did their free fly event last week. I think actually it's still going on. It was still going on until today. I think today was the last day of it. Which anybody that even if you don't have don't own it, you can go on and play it. Check it out. I apologize. That came out of nowhere. I wasn't able to mute myself fast enough. Yeah, I just try not to cough or sneeze on. Of course, we're taking an ad break. All right. Those that don't have Twitch Turbo or aren't subscribed, I don't paint during stream or during ads. So I'm going to just stop painting. Wait for the ads to finish. I usually throw up an ad banner. So you don't have to watch the ads. Feel free to get up, go get a drink, go to the bathroom, get a snack. I will resume painting when the ads are done. Alright, looks like we got about a minute left. Alright, welcome back everybody. Really wish that countdown gave me more notification. Alright. Grab a slightly pointier brush than that one. That's more my base coating brush. Might be a little pinker than I would like. See if we can make this work. Nice. Yeah, so I no longer have an AOS army per se. My goal is to build this one back up. When they came out with the new edition and they killed off a bunch of the Stormcast miniatures, I was pretty frustrated with that, so I haven't bothered to so I don't like this will be my first real year of like actually trying. I've got it put somewhere. I don't know where it is, but I've got one of the smaller Stormcasts that I entered last year. I put it aside somewhere, but I did it in like true metallic metals. I just don't know where it is off the top of my head. But I've been painting just a lot of different stuff. Like I did some while I was down, not being able to do much. I painted some Infinity. Probably never play this game, but I liked the miniatures, so I wanted to try to paint some. And I just went with the Pan Oceania. It would be better if they were plastic and not metal. Some of the metal is bad. Like, really bad. I can show you the one I'm talking, like the big one I'm talking about that was not fun. What are the guys? Yeah, this one. The hands do not line up. I don't know if you see that, but like I had to bend crap out of them to make them even remotely close to touching. And I've talked to somebody else that built them. Yeah, you can. Okay, yeah, you can see in there it even broke because it was so much strain on it. This is the only one in this set that was terrible. All the other ones were good. Like this one wasn't other than like this one's good. I'm out of focus there. This one was pretty good to paint. And the sculpt is pretty good. The only thing about this particular one, I think it's this one. No, maybe it was that same one. Yeah, no, it was the same one. On the end of the like little antenna things here, there's this really flimsy bit. And like, if you looked at it funny, they broke off. But other than that, yeah, they're nice miniatures. Yeah, you just had to look at them. They had to look at them crooked, and they fell off from being broken. So like, I don't know if that's just an older sculpt that they haven't messed with yet. But that one wasn't good. But the other ones are, the other ones are pretty good. Other than the fact that they're all covered in hair. Yeah, the other one. That doesn't help either. The other ones aren't bad sculpts. Like they're pretty good. I had a lot of fun with them. I would, if I was going to actually play Infinity, I would probably get more and paint more. But I don't know as if I'll ever actually get around to playing it, so I don't know if it's worth buying more. Like right now, I'm on a conquest. Like I'm on a conquest kick. I was doing Dwegholm for a while. I still need to finish these. These are done with real, like, true metallic metals. And they're kind of meh. I think I'm going to change some stuff up, strip these guys down, change some stuff up. I don't know if I like the orange. I gotta come up with a different paint scheme for them. But they've got some guys with some big honking shields. Basically look like they're made out of like vault doors that they carry around and use as defense. So these are the old ones. The new ones are different. It's the same like the same character name, but the shields are changed. And I kind of like this version better. The new sculpts are way better though. Like they assemble way better. And like some of these have, this one's not one of them. Yeah, this isn't one of them either. Some of them have like bad spots where like the foot is all misshapen and kind of like melts into the leg. It doesn't have the detail. But the new ones look like they're way better. I think they're more noticeable on some of the 100 Kingdoms guys. Yeah. Like down in here, the details kind of all mushed together. And the Dwagom have guys that are like that too, because these are the older sculpts. This one's not so bad. He got knocked out of his base. I need to glue him back down, but I need to change the non-metallic metal on these guys because they're. This is when I was first starting to experiment with it. I can do so much better now. But this will be the game that I'm probably going to play the most. That may be like Combat Patrol. Just somewhere I've got a bunch of painted Grey Knights. And then I've got a painted Combat Patrol of Black Templars as well. But I've got them stored. I'd have to dig them out. I need more space. If I had more space, I could display them. Or I need to get like a display case to put them on. Yeah, I actually got to the point where I had to stop. Speaking of stopping, I need to check something real quick. Make sure it's still going on. I got 6, so I stopped. I didn't get around to checking it. There was a Black Friday sale, so I got 4 days left. Friday, I need to go on and buy them. There's a Black Friday sale on my mini factory, and most shops are like 40% off, 30%, between 30 and 50%. I think is that I'm more into the like painting side of the yeah, I'm more into the painting side of the hobby, not necessarily like the gaming side. So there's a bunch of Ericsson. It's supposed to be N and then Ericsson. Ericsson stuff that I want to paint. Like, I don't know if you've heard of that sculptor, but they've got some really cool like display stuff. Like if you'd like, I could share links to some of them. But I got some really cool display stuff that I want to paint, and then I've still got I've got so many Stormcast to paint still. Just because I own them, I'm going to paint them. Even if they're not like usable in tournaments or anything anymore, I'm still gonna paint them because I already own them. Like I've got a pile of unpainted Stormcast. That I've gotten recently, I printed out. Can't remember who did this one. Looks like White Werewolf Tavern. Yeah, so I'm looking at a bunch of those. The big ones are Perseus, Camilla, Laura, the Face of Evil, Nameless Hero, and the Tinker Fairy. I I really want to really want to paint those. But I might do some of the gladiators. I might go into like some yes. So the one I'm looking at is the one of the Tinker Fairy sitting on the radio. Because there's two versions. There's one in like a building kind of looking thing, and there's one sitting on a radio. That's the one I'm gonna do. But then I've also got from like White Werewolf Tavern, I've got this bust to paint. We just start to finish cleaning it up. I was having issues with my resin. It still has kind of done it. Actually, no, it hasn't done what I... was dealing with. I got some filling to do. It looks like I had a layer shift or like something on my screen when it printed. And it left a crack, like a crease. But it doesn't look like it did what I was having trouble with. So what I was having trouble with, I might have something up here that's got them. I know this guy does. Take that back. This guy doesn't. Move my mat. Some of these guys do. I know they do. Unless I finally cleared those ones up. Yeah, this one does. I gotta get my focus set up here. You won't be able to see it. Let's get closer here. You can see the cracks in the resin. Oh, it's cracking really bad. It's a solid miniature. There's no voids. I thought so. So I increased exposure time. I to the absurd. I changed curing times. Like I cured, I don't think it was this one, but I cured some of them for like 20 minutes. You know, in different I started at like 5 minutes, or like 3 minutes, because that's what I was initially told. 3 minutes, then 5 minutes, then like 7, 10, 12, 15, like up to like 20 minutes, which is ridiculous. There's no need to cure them for 20 minutes. And they all cracked. Every single one of them cracked. I have no idea why. Well, I had no idea why. And I was struggling with this real bad. Like I tried different temperatures. I tried different like speeds of like the lifting, and I was almost to the point. Yeah, there was no need for it. It was excessive. Like I was just trying to get this to stop. At that point, there was no practical reason to do it other than I was just trying to get these cracks to stop forming. Like I don't know if you can see them there, Frog. But what I come up with after sending messages back and forth and sending pictures back and forth to the manufacturer of the resin, what we determined is it's a mixing issue. It's a stirring issue. The resin is separating and not getting mixed up good enough between uses. So I had it completely stirred. There was no visual separation in the resin at all. Yeah. I'm talking, I shook the freaking bejesus out of it. And the stuff that was in the vat was never in the vat very long. Maybe overnight. And I would stir it back up and then print. But this didn't initially start. The darker resin is more susceptible to it than the light gray. They're both from the same company. They're the same line of resin. They're just different colors. And this is way more susceptible to that happening. And I assume it's from the pigments and the binder's separating. Whereas like the light gray doesn't separate as bad. Looks like maybe there's a few spots where it did it, like right here. But it's not nearly as bad as this. But yeah, I spent like I was told by the manufacturer, if you're gonna leave it in the vat before you print, spend like 10 minutes straight just stirring the resin up. Just stir the crap out of it to make sure it's mixed up real good. And that seems to have fixed my problem. Yeah. Well, really I wish that I was better about like emptying it after, like, if it's gonna sit, but I never know it's gonna sit until it sits. Like, I've always got a whole bunch of stuff to print, so I'm all set up to print. So I'm doing a bunch of printing and then I get busy. But they basically told me, like, even if it sits in the vat for months, as long as the vat doesn't leak, they don't recommend it, but as long as the vat doesn't leak and you can stir it really good, you could stir it up and still use it. There's no reason why you can't, unless you're, like, it gets contaminated. But if it was going to sit for months, I would empty it. Generally, it just sits for maybe like a couple of days to maybe a week. But this new formula that you saw, the dark gray and the light gray, this new formula that they're using for that line of resin separates really, yeah. I already don't have enough space. I already have more miniatures than I'm ever gonna get painted. Like, I could probably spend a year without printing miniatures and not paint everything I have. Like, I'd have to start a second, like, Virgo's vault just for, like, unpainted stuff. Yeah, and I don't have that kind of money. And I don't have a mansion I can fill full of random 3D prints. Yeah. I think you were up there. I don't remember. I think Ghoul might have been my number one watch streamer of 2025. But just barely. And I'm guessing that's because I fell asleep with this stream running during the day. In, like, lurk mode. Because generally when you're online, I'm watching you. Yeah, speaking of streams, how did you like, Space Marine 2 last night? Your type of game? Oh, it's probably way better with a controller. Do you? I does your motherboard have like Wi-Fi built into it? I just need to get more familiar with the classes. And I'm not sure if that scales based on the like. Yep. Yep, that's what I was asking. Cause after we played, dude, my controller's gross. Maybe I won't show it on camera. I dug my controller. I dug my controller out. I'll show you the not gross side. The side that was facing up is all covered in dust. But yeah, I think next time we play, I'm gonna run with controller. I can't in Helldivers, but I might try that in Space Marine. I think the combos and everything are gonna be way easier. And the parrying. So I remapped my parrying to one of my mouse side buttons. And I kept clicking the default keybind. So what I should have done is when the time I died, I should have went back and reset my keybind to default. But I changed it for a reason. I must have thought and initially that worked better for me, so I don't know if I want to change it back. Because what'll probably happen is I'll change it back and then I'll get used to playing again. Yeah, have you decided what you're doing about that? Are you looking to do that like tax time or before? Because honestly, right now it's kind of crappy to try building a computer, unless you're just gonna go buy a store-bought one, which might honestly be the way to do it if she doesn't need anything fancy. If she needs a gaming PC, it still might be the way to do it. Like buy like something like CyberPower. I have to find my humidifier again. We'll go look at getting a different one. Everything's drying out way too fast. Speaking of Games Frog, you never joined me. I'll try next time. Get you to play it and see what you think. What kind of RAM do you need? DDR5 or DDR like 4? Okay, yeah. Have you already ordered it? Because if not, hopefully you can get on that soon. Because the prices of DDR5 are going, it's stupid right now, and I doubt it's going to change in the near future. What rigmarole did you have to go through? It shouldn't have been. It should have been like create a username, download. And I could always just send you the download. It might have been kind of crap because because it was the free fly. There was so many people trying to download it. But yeah, DDR5. So in 2023, when I built my current computer, I've got 32 gigs of G-Skill Trident 6000 megahertz RAM. And it cost me in 2023 $116, which was expensive for RAM. It cost me $116.99 for 32 gigs. My buddy's computer just died. So we just ordered him RAM, and what he does is his stepdad has me put it all in my Newegg cart, and then we just like a remote in, and he puts his credit card information in and buys it. We just did that last weekend for him, and he also got 3,000 or 32 gigs of RAM, and his RAM was $289. So it's up $270 from what it was 2 years ago. Okay, you are. Yeah, I was just about to say. Right now, like my brother wants a gaming PC so bad, but right now it's just an awful time. It's been that way for a year at least. It's been a really bad year to build a computer. Yeah, Let's see if I can get my recap to show up here. It's being weird. I'll have to do it after stream. Oh, anyway. Oh no, did I just close that window down? I bet I did. Open my creator dashboard. Open my stream manager, because I hadn't done that yet. There we go. Yeah, my computer does not, like, I don't know what, it's got, I need to go on and look at settings, because it's got to do with settings. It has to. It does not like opening Chrome or doing anything in Chrome if I'm streaming with OBS. It tries to, like, brick everything when I do that. And I looked at, like, I've got, I put hardware info 64, like 64-bit on, because it has like a logging function, so I can watch like RAM temp, CPU temp, hard drive, like hard drive utilization, RAM utilization, and like nothing is getting overused. So it's got something to do with a setting or like a Windows, something in my like Windows environment. That like does not let OBS and Chrome play nice together. Maybe in my system registry, I'm not sure. So I need to do a bunch of looking into that. You can tell it's cold outside. My heater's been running like a lot. I have no clue, because so that's what I was gonna ask you. So in your sources, did you have it set up as an application? Or did you actually have it set up as a game capture? I assume you had it set up as a game capture. And that wouldn't work. Which is strange. Like, that's very weird. It's like, game capture. The only thing I could think of is if you had it set up, maybe you need to put it to like, I wonder if you need to set it up to so under mode, did you have it set to capture specific window? Because, like, I bet if I open it right now, as long as my PC doesn't crash. It's getting kind of hot in here. It's cold. It's really, really cold outside right now, so my furnace is running a lot. And this particular room, yeah. So, but there's different modes of capture. There's capture any full screen application, capture specific window, capture foreground window with hotkey. I have it set up to capture specific window, and then I select the actual one that I want it to capture. So, like, if I open it now, strange. Let me check with stream running, because I did it without my stream running. I just did it as like a test. Let me launch the game. Yeah, it looks like it went right into it. And I did not run it as an admin. I just clicked it and opened it like normal. I did not mean to do that. Yeah, so the only thing I could think of is in the properties. For window match priority, I have it set up to match title. Otherwise, find window of same executable. And then I have it set up to... I have it set up for capture audio, capture cursor, use anti-cheat compatibility hook. Hook rate is normal. And then an RGB color space is set to sRGB. So, like, maybe you have, like, maybe there's just, like, one setting that's not quite right. Strange. I have no idea then. I really don't know. Because your audio was working fine. It's just not playing the video. Yeah, I don't know. You know it's gonna be really dumb. Are you gonna stream that again this weekend? Because what'll probably happen is you'll go to do it this weekend and it'll work fine. Yeah, you know what's gonna probably happen is Sunday when you go to stream it, it's gonna stream fine. Everything's gonna work like you're supposed to. There won't be like anything that acts weird. Were you in here earlier, Frog, when I got opinions about my wings? For my mini? So kind of here's where they're sitting now. I still have to finish up here, and I have to finish here. Should I go darker? Should I go darker here? Change these to be darker. Because how it's gonna look. Like, they're gonna kind of be on here like so. Some bits I'll probably darken so that it looks like it's in shadow, but they go something like that. I think they're gonna look pretty sick when they're done, especially if I brighten all of it up. So they'll look kind of. This one I've done more like up here, so you can kind of see what I'm going for. But I gotta do some more refinement here. But I think it's gonna look pretty. I think it's gonna look pretty sweet. But I have got to take a quick bio break. I will be right back. The wrong street. I went to the wrong street. Looks like that was just about perfect timing. I went right as we went on another. Will you stop? What are you? You're gonna get kicked out. Behave yourself. Stop it. Yeah, you stop it. You stop it. Stop it. Traffic turd. Do you want on my lap? I'm trying to... Come on. Come on. Come on. There. Is that what you wanted? You want it on my lap? Ah, the Infraggable! Welcome in, Raiders. How was stream? I got my lap has been commandeered by this thing. So I had to take a minute to pet the kitty, cause the kitty's being like, "Pet me, or I'm gonna bother you the rest of the stream, and you're not gonna get anything done." But as you can tell by that, he does not like being on camera. Like, he knows, like, he's smart. He knows there's a camera, he will not go there. Because I thought about doing cat cam, but he's too smart for that. Instead, he just is annoying and sits on my lap. Are you gonna actually... No? You're not gonna get up there? Not gonna say hi to the peoples? You're not gonna say hi? What were you playing there, Infraggable? I saw you were playing some games. Don't know if you can hear this thing, but he's purring pretty good right now. Oh, was I in the middle of a... It's probably a combination of all of the above. I was having some issues earlier too with drop frames. Looks like I dropped about 300 frames when I first started. So it's possible it's no best thing. Really, dude? You never want on my lap. Why? Because you know I'm streaming. You want on my lap now. Are you good? Are you good? Besides the fact that you're getting hair everywhere. Because you're fluffy. Okay, time to go lay down now? Alright, you lay down. Cat hair everywhere now. You're silly. Yeah, well, I mean, it could have been happening to me for the last week, and I just wouldn't know, because I was bad about streaming this last week. I felt... I've been having some issues. I'm gonna leave it at that for now. I haven't been doing very good. But I'm getting through it. I'll be alright. So I haven't been like I haven't really been doing a lot of painting. I haven't really been doing a lot of playing video games or anything. I just kind of been bleh. But I'm trying to push myself to actually finish this. Yeah, it's been a little while since you raided. I appreciate the raid. I appreciate all the new, appreciate bringing all your followers over here. I'm just working on my golden demon entry for March. I want to get the main model painted. Get the majority of the figure done so that I can work on like composition, not really composition, but I guess it would be the composition, like how I'm gonna do the base. Because it's gonna be a lot of firsts. I've never messed with water effects. But I won't hold you up. If you got a raid and run, I appreciate it. Appreciate the raid. One of these days I should stream early and then raid into you, because I never get to raid your channel. Oh, I mean, I've got the time right now. I'm only working part-time. Well, I'm only allowed to work half days for my doctor, because of my foot it's still not doing very good. It was doing all right. Now it's kind of back to not doing very good. So, doctor doesn't want to make it worse until I go see a specialist. Well, what had happened there? That went all weird. Cat hair must have hit it. I used my phone for chat and it went all weird, so I'm wondering if that cat hair landed on it and caused it to scroll. But I mean, since I'm only doing half days, I could pop on a little earlier. As I'm not being pestered more. He's just laying there looking at me. Hi, buddy. Oh, Bobby. Oh, you get an itchy chin. You get it? Did we get it? Ugh. Shake some paint real quick so I'm gonna mute myself. Alright, have a good one, Frog. Thank you for popping in, saying hi. I'm just, I was shaking some paint, so I was muted, so you guys didn't have to listen to paint A little ball rolling around in a paint bottle. Really, dude, you were in here for like... Been in here for like 20 minutes and there's cat hair everywhere. More than normal, even. Alright, have a good one, Frog. Ugh, buggered that up. Hey, what's up, buddy? How's it going? Yeah, I'm just, this is my tournament piece for if I get to go to that convention that I went to last year. Well, this is kind of how we're looking at the moment. Appreciate you popping in, even if you just hang out. Don't feel obligated to chat and do the things. I know you said you were gonna probably have me on your second screen while you were doing some things. Ow. More cat hair. No! Bad cat hair. Go away. I wasn't talking about you, Fluff. Talking about your fluffs. Yeah, my cat demanded attention. Yeah, I'm really happy with it so far. This is gonna probably be the best miniature I've ever painted. I know George had said he wanted something painted by me. So I've got some ideas. I'll pass them along in Discord. Is he into like Greek mythology or anything? I have no idea how I'll get it to him, but I'll just link it here in chat. I'm picking up. I'll pull the few up that I'm looking at. Okay, so I'm looking at that one. That one. Did it actually show? Pull up the right website. Yes. Okay. this one. This one, and there's a handful of others. All from the same person. And I'll just drop the link to their main store. Yeah, see if there's anything in there you think George would like. I won't have it done by Christmas, but maybe I can find something in there to... Alright? Are y'all good? Are you good? Did you just need to reposition? Are you alright? I know, you just want me to lay there and pet you, but I'm busy. I'm streaming right now. Okay, yeah, I like those as well, so I've already got those on my list of stuff. There's a Black Friday sale right now, so they're like way cheap. And I got my resin issue sorted out mostly. Now I'll probably do them in either 140mm scale or 75mm scale, so they'll either be, you know, this tall or this tall. Roughly. That's not exact measurements, obviously. I think this is a 55mm base. So if this is a 55, then figure the 75 is... This might be a 75, actually. I don't have one close. Yeah, I don't have one close. The Gladiator that you've got, is it normal like D&D scale? Yeah, I think it's normal like D&D scale, which is like 28 or 32mm. Or is it 35mm? I think it's 28 and 35mm. I'm pretty sure it's 35. So it'd be like kind of like this scale. I think he's more... Oh, you're good. I think he's more like this sized. I think he's more this sized. If that's the case, then that's like 32mm. So the one that I could print one of those in 35mm scale and paint it for George, but those figures look way better at a larger scale. They have so much detail. They're offered in... Here, let me check. Yeah, 140. 140, 75, and 32. Yeah, that'd be about the same size as something like this. Or yeah, that one there's probably 2 inches tall, roughly. Yeah. I don't have any 75s close, but I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that one's a smaller scale. Here's 75. No, that's a 50. 55. And it's covered in cat hair. Yeah, it'll be more. Those will be more this size, or roughly probably that much bigger. If I do a 75 millimeter, it'll probably be that much bigger. Yeah, I don't have any close, other than that one. Because lately most of what I've been painting, like these guys, are the smaller 32s. I think these might be 40s. I think these might be a 40 millimeter base. Nah, they're 35s. I thought they were 40 millimeter, but they're not. Yeah, maybe they are. I don't know. They're either 32 millimeter or 40 millimeter. I'd have to measure them. My scale is all messed up. I don't have the one that has the like base. Some of these cutting mats, they're 4 miniatures. Yeah, I figured. Well, and I'll have the ability to print in all those sizes. Because once I get the file, I can print it in whatever size I want. As many times as I want. I just can't make them sell them for a profit. Like, I can give them away all I want. Oh, I'm totally painting off screen. Or off camera. That was kind of a brain farty thing to do. Yeah, I'm just trying to get the red leathers kind of stuff done. I'm taking a minute to stop painting the non-metallic metals. Kind of get some of the other stuff like blocked in and refined and whatnot. And I'm probably gonna have to change some stuff. Just don't quite know yet. Because I'm gonna try to do some object source lighting. From a point on his big spear. So in the spear, I'm going to make this stone glowing. So because it'll be glowing, bits of this, and there might be a glint in some of the steel bits. The parts that are black currently on the armor will be steel. There might be a slight reflection. Of whatever color this light is in the steel armor. And then I think that's supposed to be a candle. Oh, it's a hinge. That's what that is. This is a door hinge. I get it now. Oh, that was yeah, that was a thing. I may print a torch. Because I can add things. I just can't like change this miniature for something else. It has to be this one. Okay, there's that. Now we can base coat the steel bits. I think I've decided there's gonna be a few bits of the part around her head that are gonna be gold. So I could do their base coat now. this part of the spear base coated because it will all. That's the wrong brush. That's my detail. One of my detail brushes. Switch brushes. This brush can be abused a little bit more. The point's pretty much already gone on it. So everything I'm painting right second is going to be gold as well. This didn't get primed pretty good on this side. I wonder why. It's got primer on it. The whole thing got primer. It just didn't get cover very good right here. So you can kind of still see the base plastic through it. The paint's sticking to it alright. So you like going crazy with waiting? Yeah, I'll bet. Now, are you gonna be awake before 11? Just like if I can get, cause like if I could get down there earlier, I might do that. Like if that works. Or do you just want me to, no matter what, shoot for 11? Sounds good to me. Yeah, cause I honestly haven't been sleeping very good the last week or so. So there's a huge possibility that I'll be awake at like 5 a.m. So if that's the case, I might wait till like 9 and then or 8 and try to get down there by like 9 or so. I want to game some more. Well, I don't know if you popped in here when my friend Frogenstein was talking, but he just picked up Space Marine 2. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, he just picked up Space Marine 2. And the new Horde mode is kind of rough. I don't know if you can get your, was it your brother or your cousin or whoever to play that some more? But if we can get a group together to play that Horde mode, that's something, let me tell you. Yeah. We got our butts kicked in that. Yeah, but I don't think they've ever played it. At least with me. Maybe they had. I don't remember. I don't remember if he's played it with me or not. To be honest. I know you and your brother played it a lot when it first came out. That doesn't surprise me. He tends to do that with games, which is fine. That's his business. It's like you joined our gaming channel to like he's a friend now, so yeah, he's a friend now. No matter what, he's allowed to come in and hang out and whatever. But it's like, play some games with us, man. That's what we're all here for. Play games together. So I got to I'm down. I'll even stream that shit. Whenever you want to play that, like, I will stream that and play it during stream nights with you. The only thing about my streams, I try to be like, some swearing is okay, but my chat is open to everyone of any belief or identity, and I try to keep the chat fairly accepting of that. I know, I'm just letting you know. Like, but like, if you're down, all you gotta do is like, so this is mostly what I do on stream. This. But lately, Froggenstein and I have been playing Helldivers 2 on Sundays with some of his friends, and I just kind of was the fourth man. But I might play other games on other days if you wanted to play something. I need to get this done by the end of March. But like a day here or there that you want to play, just let me know. Like, I'm down. And I'm set up pretty easily to just swap games on the fly. Like, I have Starfield installed, I have Helldivers installed, Cyberpunk installed, Baldur's Gate 3 installed. And I'd run a game of Baldur's Gate, just me and you, and stream it. I would do that. Like that. And like I said, I own I'm pretty sure I own Vermintide. Cause I think me, you, and Aaron played that, didn't we? Yeah, Vermintide 2, I have that. The only game I don't know if I'll pick up when it comes out is the new Witcher game. I'm not sure I'll buy that. Just because I'm not sure I'll play The Witcher anymore. Like, the Wild Hunt was good, but I never finished it. I just got mad out by The Witcher. For not buying, for playing Vermintide 2? I thought so. Then there was another one that we played that we really liked, but I don't remember what it was. I think it was on Epic. It was one with like different, you like jumped to different worlds, and there was like plants or demons or something was trying to I just couldn't get through it. I'm more into like this, like Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk's my favorite game that's come out. Now that they fixed it, I'll keep playing that game. It's up there with Skyrim for me. And Fallout 4. And Fallout New Vegas. And Fallout 3. Yes. Revenant. Revenant 2 from Ashes. Yeah. Like, I'd like to finish playing through that. We never did finish it. Is it Revenant or Remnant? I think it's Remnant with an M. But yeah, like, we never finished playing that. Get my cloak base coated here too while I'm at it. I'm trying to remember what I base coated those in. I think it was a purple. He flaked out. Yeah, he flaked out and just never came back. Like, I haven't talked to him since then. Well, half of that is he quit. So one of my friends I worked with. He quit working at the same place, and then like after that, I just didn't talk. Like, I never talked to him anymore. Like, he stopped popping into like our chat and created his own, and like only pops into that one every once in a while. And him and his buddy only play Call of Duty. They only play Warzone. They don't play anything else. And I can only play so much Warzone before I'm just like, ugh. Like, I'm not a PUBG Warzone player. Like, that's not my jam. That's not what I'm into. Because I mean, I made it very clear that like I'd play games with him, like any kind of game he wants to play. Snooze this ad. Yeah, I'm gonna let the ad play. I'm gonna have an ad play for about 3 minutes. I play 3-minute ads every hour so we don't get pre-rolls. Ad starts in about 11 seconds. Feel free to get up, take a break, stretch, get a drink, go to the bathroom. And I will catch everybody when the ad is over. I don't know if you're still there. Oh, you're still there, James, or Evil Squirrel. But if you're still there and not seeing an ad, yeah, like I played it for like a couple of weeks with them, like every so often, but I can't play it that much. I was gonna do something and then now I forgot what it was. Dead Island 2, I didn't end up getting that. You told me to, and I was going to, and then I forgot all about it. How much is Dead Island 2 right now? Let's see. It's $50 right now, so that'll have to be later kind of thing. Maybe if it goes on sale. There really isn't any games coming out, like, there isn't really any games coming out soon that I'm interested in. That's what I was gonna do. Try to find the reference picture that I'm using. Alright, are we back? About 14 seconds or so. So do I paint the cake sash thing in red or do I do it in blue? I think we'll do it in blue. Oh, forgot to turn off my ad thingy. There we go. Are we that far behind? No, yeah, I guess we are that far behind. I didn't realize there was that much delay. Should set the tape apart pretty good from the rest of the gold and stuff. This might take a few coats to cover because it's over black. It's really freaking dusty. As it was that dusty. I may have to glaze in some purples into the deep shadows on it because this is still looking fairly light. That is not thinned enough. That's way better. Soak the extra moisture out of the brush. Are you playing anything tonight there, bud? Or you just hanging out, relaxing? Hanging out, yeah. So was there any games coming out that you're looking forward to? I might have you stream The Witcher for me on Discord. And I didn't know there was a new Gears game coming out. It's been so long since I played. I think the last Gears game I played was maybe Gears 3. I used to like Gears. I just never like after 3. I just didn't like. I didn't play that many games for a while. I just never got back into it. Yeah, I mean, I'm down to play him again. I just have to like get the time to actually do it. What are the enemies called? Locusts? Isn't that what the enemies are in Gears? They're the locusts, right? Yeah, an E-Day must be like the day that they like first appear. Have they ever like gone into detail on like where the locusts came from? I don't remember if they ever. Do you remember what game it was that they talked about that? That's kind of what I was thinking, but I wasn't sure. Alright there, bud. I'm gonna go for about another 10 minutes or so. Okay, yeah, if they're on Windows, I need to check them out. See if they're on Steam. And if not, see if they're available on like the Windows Store and just play through them. But I would guess like the earlier ones that were Xbox, like specifically like made for Xbox, probably don't play too good on PC. But like 5 isn't that old. That one's probably still doable. I think Fallout's even older than that, and it still plays fine. Yeah, Fallout 4 is way older than Gears 5. Uh-oh, did I drop out? I lost my phone chat. Did the stream die? Nope, just the phone. Alright, we're back. It doesn't die too much for me. Depends on what I'm doing. Like every once in a while I'll have random days where like I just can't stream. It just won't. Like every 5 minutes it disconnects from Twitch. Or my PC will randomly crash when I try to stream. That doesn't happen too often, but every once in a while it does. Which usually on nights where I'm gaming and not painting. Painting nights, it's usually pretty smooth. Alright, I want to look see my buddy's on, and if he's on, we're just gonna raid out a few minutes early. Or we might find somebody else. Let's see who's on right now. Following. Alrighty. I'm gonna start a raid there, bud. If you still want to chat for a little while tonight, we can pop into Discord. If not, take care, everybody. I'm gonna raid us over to Kill Security. Looks like he's painting some Infinity s'more. I'm gonna bring us over there. I appreciate everybody for coming in and hanging out. I appreciate it. I will be back on Friday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time to 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. Like I said, I appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out. Hope everybody has a wonderful rest of their evening, night, day, wherever you are in the world. I will catch you next time. Thank you, everybody.